Chapter 2, Mishnah 5. The previous Mishnah discussed cases where he had different intentions during different avodos. This Mishnah discusses cases where he had different intentions during the same avodah. If he intended during one of the avodos to eat a kazayas of the meat outside its place and to eat a kazayas of its meat tomorrow, which is past the time for eating the meat of this korban, or the reverse, he intended to eat a kazayas of the meat tomorrow and a kazayas of it outside its place, or he intended to eat half a kazayas of the meat outside its place and half a kazayas of it tomorrow, or the reverse, he intended to eat half a kazayas of the meat tomorrow and half a kazayas of it outside its place. In all of these cases, the korban is invalid, but there is no penalty of karas for eating the meat, because the pigul prohibition does not take effect on it. The next Tana disagrees with part of the previous ruling, as well as with some of the rulings of the previous Mishnah. Rabbi Yehuda says this is the rule for invalidating intentions involving pigul. If the intention about time came before the intention about place, it is pigul, and a person is liable to the penalty of kares for eating it. And if the intention about place came before the intention about time, it is invalid, but there is no kares for eating it. But the sages say both in this case where the time intention came first, and that case where the place intention came first, the korban is invalid, but there is no penalty of kares for eating its meat. The Mishnah concludes with a unanimous ruling. If one intended both to eat half a kazayas of the meat and to burn half a kazayas of the amor and pass their time more outside their place, the korban remains valid, because intentions about eating and burning do not combine. Since neither of these intentions was effective by itself, because they were about less than a kazayas, and the two of them do not combine, there is nothing here to invalidate the korban.